post-war costume vehicles, and the first vehicles coming through are Land Rovers, and unfortunately, being a Volkswagen and Jeep man, I'm not exactly what model of Land Rover they are. I've had a few arguments with the Land Rover people about Rockbox, so anyway, you'll have to just accept that I will be guessing most of the time for these post-war vehicles. So we have our friends from the Irish Republic, and they're driving the Land Rover ambulance. You see it clearly marked. Although Ireland may be a neutral country, the Irish Armed Forces have been in virtually continuous contact in the Middle East and other parts of the world, the Third World, where they have been sent by the United Nations as peacekeeping forces. Going past the arena point of the moment, we have a very, very nice gas. This is the gas copy of the American GPA Jeep, Amphibious Jeep, and having spent time in both in the sea and in lakes with the Ford GPA and the gas, I think it's a gas 66. The Russian product is a far better swimmer, far better vehicle. It's got a higher freeboard. Very, very impressive. In Australia, I was in the lakes in Victoria, and in Poland in the Baltic Sea. A very distinctive vehicle, very sought after. A real fun vehicle to be sailing in on a sunny day like this. And now we have Champs and a lightweight Land Rover. The lightweight Land Rover was actually heavier than the standard Land Rover because it was dropped from an aircraft with a parachute, and it had to be beefed up to give it the strength to take the forces when they landed on the ground. So we have, coming past our point at the moment, we have a military police marked Land Rover, Land Rover Defender, and then one of my favourite vehicles for Land Rover, the 1 ton forward control Land Rover in its Middle East camouflage. Very nice example. Followed by another lightweight Land Rover with my signature radio. Two lightweight Land Rovers, signature radios. Followed by the lovely Humvee, the American Humvee, John and also the engine. Following the Panther 38C, we have a Ferret Scout. This is a Ferret Mark II. Normally on with the 30 ton, with the ground. CBRT, that may well be a function version. Then we have a Ferret Mark I with a fixed turret. And we have another CBRT. I think this will either be a command vehicle or it will be an ambulance vehicle. It must be a command vehicle because otherwise if it was an ambulance vehicle it would have carry red cross markings on it. So you can see the CBRT family is quite popular with armoured vehicle collectors. With the 76mm gun, so at least my eyesight was good. With the binoculars was good, I could see what it was.
Don't do it, please don't do it.
So, and entering the arena now is the chieftains, the Panzer 38 sea drivers showing the ability of the tank to do a neutral turn, which is great for the tank driver, but not so good for all the soft-skid vehicles that have to drive over the arena with the tank just turned off. So, we're now having a in the world. And even though there are talks of push to place bigger engines and different engines in the Chieftain tank, it is not carried through, and so the British Army has to soldier on for about 30 years with the Chieftain. The Amphibious tank, it was proof against most of the shells fired by the British tank. It was actually improved, they built an improved version of the Chieftain for the Shard of Iran, and I think about 200 of the Shard of that, the modified to Challenger 2. With all the upgrades, there's about 150 of them going back into the workshop to be upgraded to Challenger 3 standard. I think there's 8 or 10 variants of the CBR family, CBR2 family, and we have the CBR-C Spartan, we have the CBR Phantom, that's the armoured recovery vehicle, we have a little Spartan, I think the Sultan and the 2 Spartans were command vehicles and or ambulance vehicles. So we're just passing the Thomas point at the moment. We just had a Ferret Mark II. The Ferret Mark II was the development of the Dingo armoured car, the very famous Dingo armoured car that was used during the Second World War by the British Army. So the German troops, German infantry are going forward to intercept the British troops. The British troops are being supported now. You can see the light machine gun carrier coming up. They look, again, it's my eyesight, I think they may be actually Highland troops. Are they wearing coats? I can't see. Yeah, there was a kilted gentleman, right. So they've gone back to the light machine gun carrier. This particular vehicle is a genuine World War I veteran, and obviously the Germans are a bit stronger than the British Army at that particular point, so the armoured car was quite wisely retreated to the safe area based on the Fordson chassis. You can see there's more Allied infantry behind the Whippet. Now the Whippet had a top speed of 10 miles an hour, and for that tank to have lasted 10 hours behind enemy lines was absolutely outstanding. That's why it's such a famous tank and such a